When you have a full-time job. I wrote a blog post about this 2 years ago, but obviously I'm a little wiser now than I was 2 years ago. So obviously all of us have jobs because that is how we pay our bills while we are waiting for our book to take off, really take off, and that's my cat. So ignore her. So one of the things that I learned the hard way was that you have to make time for your writing, as we discussed in our last video, that no matter what happens in your life, if you've blocked out 1 hour in a day for your writing, you're going to do it. Now, how do you get the added on time to write? So at my last job, I was really lucky. We used to have a 1 hour lunch break, so I would eat my lunch really quickly and I would utilize that time to write. But I also learned that writing a novel was really out of the question because it breaks your flow. Because after your hour is up, you have to get back to work, and you really cannot just leave your characters hanging. It doesn't happen for us like that. You know what it's like. The other thing is this amazing app called Evernote. Don't worry, I'm not being paid to promote this app, but it was a real lifesaver when I was writing an awfully big adventure. So I used to have this app on my phone and it was synced to my laptop. So whatever chapters I would make progress with, it would automatically get synced to the laptop and then I could continue the story on there. And I used to actually write during my commute in the metro to and fro. I was lost in another world, battling dragons, battling dragons, helping princes slay dragons. Not really. Helping prince and princesses break off their marriages and run away. I have to work on the sequel for that. It was a lot of fun. Coming back to writing when you have a full time job again. The other thing is you have to be a little disciplined. You cannot just decide that, oh, this is new on Netflix, let me binge watch this throughout the night. You can't. You have to have a much more disciplined life. Think back to the time when you were in school. Remember how once you came back from home, you had this free time, and then you would have to sit down and do your homework, and then you would get to your dinner, and then you would have some more free time before you went to bed. I know as adults we are allowed to choose a lot of things, but as adults, I really don't think that we should just wing it. We actually need plans, and we don't realize that we need plans to get through our lives. Especially if you're trying to be a writer and if you're trying to meet deadlines. The problem most of us face is we think that we have all the time in the world to finish our novel. Actually, you don't. It's a long drawn process. Once you finish your novel, you have to get it edited, you have to get it proofread, you have to get it read by a beta reader, and then you send it to the publishers, and then they send you feedback, and then it's a long drawn process, and we will get into that in another video. But this video's focus is mainly to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. It is not going to be a hobby. It is not going to be something that, oh, I'm bored, I have time, let me write a chapter. No, it has to be something you're really, really passionate about. Otherwise, I don't see a point, do you? Now, the other thing is internet. The internet is really distracting, and social media has made us all slaves. So, the other really good advice that I could give you is this, that do all your research. Say if you're writing a detective fiction and you need to know what all kinds of poisons do and you need to have that backup, don't be on the internet while you're writing the story, because I know you went to Google to look up some kind of poison and how to kill your character, but you will end up on a celebrity's news feed to find out what is going on in their lives, or you will end up on a Facebook debate with somebody. It happens. It always happens. Or you would be checking out the new filters on Instagram and finding out new times to post a story. It always happens. So I wouldn't say swear off social media forever, but swear off social media for the time that you are committing to writing. And finally, this is another thing that I learned: listen to music. A lot of people say that it's distracting and they can't write when they listen to music. But the thing is, when you're actually in your zone and you're writing, you kind of tune everything out. So after a point of time, if you're listening to album, you'll be like, when did this song start? I think I missed half the album, which is a good thing because you were probably so busy writing in your zone that you just did not hear the music anymore. And so I know having a job, running your life, and writing seems like a lot, but do you remember being a student? All of us had more on our plates than we could ever imagine. When I write characters who are school students, I am so worried. Like, how on earth did I manage to do so much in so little time? Doesn't make sense. But that is how life is, and if you've decided to be a writer, then please follow your dreams and please keep writing. And today, this is the end of our video. I think I rambled a lot, so I might have to reshoot this again.